You get back.
Obviously, Tennessee's got their own quarterback situation. How tough is it to try to prepare for two guys, whether it be Garantano or Mara?
It has its pros and cons, but at the end of the day, we're gonna prepare for both of them, and come game day, we'll be ready for both of them.
They've been having a lot of success with kind of that RPO, run over the middle or pass over the middle. As a defensive end, how difficult does that make your job?
It's difficult because you got to play run first, and then they can pull up the pass or they can run the ball. So I mean it's difficult, but we're gonna work on it this week, and we'll be ready for it come game day.
At your position, if you have to cover a receiver a lot in space, does that make you more tired than normal if you have to keep running up and down the field?
I mean sometimes it does, but I mean the way we practice, I mean I'm really tired in the game.
DJ, you've had two good games against Tennessee the last couple of years. Do you ever, when you're going into a game for the third time, do you think about that? Do you think about the success you had, and does that kind of get you going a little bit?
I think about it sometimes, but it don't really get me going because it's a new game. I got to do something different. I can't dwell on the past. So I mean it's a little motivation, but I just got to keep preparing how I've been week in week out.
Is there any one reason or anything you can put your finger on that you had so much success against them?
Honestly, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. I just play my game and the plays present themselves.
Along the same lines, I mean, you guys have had success over Tennessee the last few years.
Right.
Is there some common thread why?
I mean, I couldn't really tell you. I know we come out and play hard, and the way we practice and the work we put in is the reason that happens.
What do you remember most about the goal line stand up there a couple years ago?
Oh, you talking about with the kicker? I remember you talking about
Tennessee.
the field goal.
Well, no,
No, the last second play.
the last second play.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Like,
Okay.
I was tripping.
Use that a game in the series.
Oh yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday, man. That was a great feeling, coming from an injury and making that big play. That was a great feeling.
How stressful was that for the defense to hold them off there at the end?
It was stressful, but somebody got to make a play, and I feel like I still didn't make the play.
Did y'all ever figure out how they got so many plays off in such a short period of time?
Nah, I mean, I can't really tell you, man. It's just how it happened.
You seem to remember fighting the holder, though, wasn't that in Tennessee?
Oh yeah, that was Tennessee. That was my sophomore year.
Was that one of your weirdest experiences on the field?
I mean, it was weird because I honestly didn't see it coming, but I mean.
You got experience here. What do you expect from this crowd? And obviously you want to keep the momentum going on the road that you had, obviously from Georgia game.
Just we gonna circle the wagon. We're gonna get back to playing, Gamecock football. Some things we can't control, but at the end of the day, we got to continue to play hard and practicing hard, and we'll come up with the victory.
What happened with that holder? Do you remember how that played out? What happened?
I think I bumped him or something like that. I think that was what happened, and he got a little sensitive about that. But I don't really remember.
How would you describe Garantano as a player?
I feel like he's a good quarterback. He has his times where he's coming out. He's doing big things for his team. But I feel like he's a good athlete as well. So at the end of the day, we gotta be able to prepare for him and be able to come out and play because everybody's gonna bring their A game against us. So we gotta just be ready to go.
Does he look any different this year than he has in the past?
Honestly, he pretty much looked the same to me.
I know Sedarius had to eat a ton to get at the size he is. Does he still eat that much? I mean, does he eat?
Oh yeah, he eat all the time, man. Peanut butter jellies, 2 before practice, 2 after practice, super setting, man. He eat all the time. I was his roommate my freshman year, so I seen him grow. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Is he the guy have you ever seen anybody grow more than him? Put on more weight total than him?
Oh no, I seen him from day one to today. So I ain't really seen nobody ever put no weight on like that. He's as big as he is now. It's
Same
crazy.
thing when he was a freshman, like
Yeah.
at home eating all the time.
Yeah.
Always peanut butter jelly.
Who you talking about?
Sedarius.
Oh, Sedarius? Yeah. Same thing. I thought you said at home. I thought you talking about Dylan for a minute.
No, I was talking about you said you roomed with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. He's been like that since.
How strong a guy is he to play to face?
Who, Sedarius?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good dude because he's strong. He played guard last year and then he got some pretty good feet. So going up to get him in practice sets me up for success. On game day, just by going against his strength and his feet every day. That's what sets me up for success.
What's he like in the weight room?
Oh, he's probably the strongest person I didn't see, probably ever seen. That joker, he moving that weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moving that weight.
How How do y'all approach this Tennessee team? You know, they've been down a few years, but they're probably going to be. They're desperate for a win.
Right.
Y'all, what do you expect from them?
Oh, we're gonna approach them the same way we approach any other team. They're a good team and they're gonna come out and play with us. So at the end of the day, we gotta, we can't slack off. We gotta keep going hard and we gotta play hard because they're gonna come out and play us hard. It means a lot, just the work I put in, coming back from injuries, but I'm not finished. I still got work to do. I still got things to do for my team. So, I mean, it's a good honor, but I still got more. I still got stuff to do.
You look back on last year and think about what it was like sitting out and how frustrating.
Most definitely, it just made me, just makes me want to go harder. Just sitting out is not a great feeling, and just sitting out and just seeing like what it feels, just to be in that position, just makes me want to go harder this year.
How much more does that make you kind of appreciate the game in football, having to sit out like that?
Oh, it makes me appreciate it a lot. It kind of wakes me up and motivates me just to go out there and give my best because some people can't play. So just doing that is a great feeling.
Was there a low point for you last year, and just kind of in the rehab process, or when you got hurt?
Oh, definitely. It was definitely a low point, especially getting back and then getting hurt again. That was a real low point. But just being out here this year is a great feeling.
Didn't you come back against Tennessee last year? Wasn't that your first game?
My first game back last year.
Yeah. Sealed up the game.
Yeah, it felt real good, man. It felt good.
Remember that play and what happened, or anything about that play late in the game there?
Oh yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a 3-down front. I just came off the edge pretty much, and just made the play for my teammates. It was a great feeling.
With Tennessee, what kind of stands out with their offense? And are they maybe a little unusual with how sort of pro-style they are in kind of a spread era?
They're big on like RPOs, and so as a defensive line, it kind of slows us down just a little bit because we gotta respect the run first, and then quarterback can pull in and throw the ball. So we just gotta be ready for that.
When you come into a week against a team like Tennessee where you've had some success against them in the past, does that give you guys some more confidence, some more juice starting in the practice week?
I mean, yeah, it does, but at the end of the day, Tennessee's a good team. They hungry just like we hungry, so they're gonna come out and play their hardest. So at the end of the day, we got to prepare this week and be able to go out and deliver on the field this weekend.
Was it easy to kind of flush last Saturday because you guys played, 3 tough quarters and then things kind of got away from it?
Right.
Was it easy to flush it?
I mean, no, it wasn't. It was definitely easy to flush it, especially how the game went. But I mean, it is what it is, and we can't go back. So we got to play the next. We got to hold some more games to play. So we just got to continue going forward.